Yo, what is up? I'm back after 1 month of Dragonfly MOBA review, and this is my result. First of all, we'll check in with the battery life. As you can see, I've got 10% here. I actually have this mouse for already a month, and I charged it exactly a month ago, 100%, and I've been using it on and off for about a month, and for the last week I've been using it exclusively 15 hours, 16 hours a day for the past week. You can see the light is flashing, only 10% left, but I suppose it'll last for another day before it goes off. So I'm pretty happy with the battery life. If you want something that will last forever, this is going to be it. So let's start with the shape and size. This is by no means a big mouse. This is a small mouse. For most people, this will be some variation of fingertip grip and or claw type of grip. I've mentioned before my hand size is 21.5 by 10, but this mouse feels very comfortable in my hand. The back of the mouse is almost never in contact with my palm, so this is basically a claw or a fingertip grip. Occasionally I will wedge it up to the corner of my palm here, and that's about the closest thing I have to like any kind of contact with the palm. Otherwise this is just going to be fingertip most of the time. But I have it like more towards the front of the mouse. I don't fingertip at the back here like this. I'm more like this, where my thumb is easily accessible to the side buttons as well. Now, as for the build quality, you can tell it's insanely good. The panels are tighter than Lamzu, to be honest with you. And it has no creaks, very well built. It might have creaked once or twice, you know, when you kind of like push it out of position or something after it's been installed, but other than that, there's no visible creaks. No matter how hard you press it, it's fine, no problem with it. It came with extra PTFE skates and grips. There's a door at the bottom of the mouse for you to store your dongle. If you need to take your mouse to your friend's house and show off, take it out of your pocket and show to your friends, you can keep your dongle there so it won't get lost. DPI buttons work well, they're nice, they're in the correct position. On-off button as well, easily marked. You easily know that is an on-off button, that is a DPI button. Some brands like Lamzu, they have the tiny little buttons, switches that you need to use your fingernails to get to. So that's the compare. I'm not saying that's not good, I'm just saying that's how they make it, and this is how VGN makes it. The coating, I mentioned that this black version of the Dragonfly is way better than the white version. I like the white color much more, but the black one has got a better grip and that performs better. It keeps the dirt away better. It's just overall better than the white one. I just like the white one because of the aesthetics, but the black one overall is a lot better. If you're gonna get any Dragonfly, get the black one, just because the coating, you know, maybe it's the pigment, the black pigment that makes the grip better, but overall it's just better, even though if you like white mouses more. Just for your information, this is another one of those mouses that I have used for 1 week straight without cleaning it. I like to clean my mouses every 3-4 days, or 2-3 days to be honest, but you know, I just want to check the cleanliness durability test. You can see there's a little bit of there's a little bit of residue there from my fingertips, but otherwise it's held up pretty well. I'm gonna clean it right after this video just to satisfy myself, but yeah, that's the cleanliness durability, pretty good. In terms of buttons, the clicks are pretty nice. The black version of Dragonflies, the MOBA version of Dragonflies use the what switches are these called again? Huano, pink dots or blue dots or whatever, while the other Dragonflies, the F1s, the Pro Max, F1 Pro Max, they all have the Kale 8.0 switches. Now I'm not saying they're no good or whatever, they work just as well, but those are a little bit firmer to the touch. These are a lot softer and better actuation, which is why I, if I was going to recommend you, I would say get the MOBA. It's going to be a lot nicer, softer touch to press the buttons than the Kale switches. So that's how I feel about the switches. The feet itself, these are pretty solid PTFE pads that come with the mouse. These corner pads are replacement pads that come together with the mouse. So they come with the big pads already installed, but if you want, they have these corner pads that come together in the box, and you can switch them out if you like. I've tried both of them and I like both of them. They both work great. Now I know some YouTubers say that they replace them straight away, but I think it's just their personal preference. Maybe they like a certain type of brand, a certain type of design. Maybe they like dot skates, maybe they like glass skates or obsidian or whatever, but these work fine for me, and my standards only require them to be not making a scratchy sound when you swipe across the mat, and not be shit at micro adjustments, and these deliver in spades. Now in terms of value, I'm big on value. I don't believe any mouse out there is worth over $100 with the current technology available. At $57, I think this is a mouse that is delivering value way above its class, and it's no wonder that they're releasing a new mouse called the VXE, which is a version of this it's going to look a bit like the XM2WE, OP1WE, Pulsar X2, that kind of shape. I wish I could get my hands on one. I wish they would send one out to me to let me get a first look, make some videos for them maybe. Oh, did I mention this mouse is also 4K compatible? You buy a dongle like $13, $12 and you have 4K polling rates. So what can I say? If this mouse had a name brand behind it like Logitech, it would easily retail over $80, maybe $80, $90, $100 easily. So that's how I feel about this mouse. But let's look at the results. What's been going on? These are the results. I started using this mouse exclusively on the 22nd over here, but I was playing with a different pad. I was testing out the ESP Tiger Tangdao SR, and for the first 4 days you can see very tight grouping here. 4 days, very tight grouping, very consistently good results. And on the 5th day I switched to this pad, the Hayate Otsu, and immediately got a personal best score. Yesterday not so great score, day before yesterday not so great score, and then today even lower score, but got my personal best the first day I switched to the Hayate Otsu pad. So this proves to you, a combination of a good mouse and a good pad, you're gonna get results, that's for sure. Let's look at the second scenario. Now remember, these scenarios I only play once a day for pseudo scientific research, just to check combinations of pads and mouses, what kind of results I will get. These are the 5 scenarios that I play every day, once a day. This is 1 wall, 6 targets. Today my second best score, personal best was here. Second best, personal best is here. Remember, I started on the 22nd, which is here, 22nd on the MOBA with the Tangdao SR pad doing really well for 3 days in a row. On the 4th day kind of dropped in performance, and then on the 5th day I switched to the Hayate Otsu, again poor performance, and then yesterday also poor performance, and today second personal best. What can I say? Good pad, good mouse, good results. fast strafes. I think this one not so good results. I started on the 22nd here again, 22nd on the Tangdao SR pad, not so good results for 4 days, right? 5th day switched to the Hayate Otsu pad and then started getting good results. Yesterday not so good results, today a little bit better recovery results. So if there was any scenario that was terrible, I would say it would be this scenario. Maybe I had a rough 3 days, maybe I had a rough 1 week, not feeling it, you know. I want to give myself the benefit of the doubt. I feel if I spend a lot of time on this pad with this mouse, I feel I will do a lot better over time. But the next scenario is long strafes. Again, started on the 22nd, which is over here on the Tangdao pad. Not so good, not so good. Then on the 3rd day, really good. On the 4th day, not so good. And then on the 5th day, switch to the Hayate Otsu Artisan personal best again on the long strafes. Yesterday not so good, and then today back down to earth again with my level of performance. Again, only once a day, every day, once a day. I only do this once a day just to see, just to gauge how good a mouse is, how good a mouse pad is. The next scenario is this one, Kovacs intro, again starting on the 22nd. Very consistent performance. Switch to the Hayate Otsu, also almost my personal best here. As you can see, my personal best is, I think it's this one. This one will be my personal best. This one is not far away. 3672. What is this? 3668. Oh, it is my personal best. So I did get my personal best on the 1st day of switching to the Hayate Otsu with the Dragonfly MOBA. So there you go. These are the 5 scenarios I play every day. The results don't lie. I mean, the results are the results. I just proven to you. This mouse is just as good, if not better, than all the best mouses out there. For your information, I was running G Pro Superlights throughout the last month. Lamzu Thorn, Glorious Model D. So I was playing all the best mouses, and this mouse got 3. Was it 3, 4 personal bests on the Hayate Otsu pad. So I don't know what to say. If this doesn't convince you, I'm not a shill, I'm not being sponsored. They didn't give me this mouses for free. I paid for all of them. So yeah, VGN mouse, pretty awesome mouse. Thanks for watching this video. I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.